Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, please consider subscribing, and if you're not new, then thank you guys so much for coming back. I really appreciate your support. So if you couldn't tell by the title right here, today I am going to be talking about this baby right here. She's beautiful, she is stunning, and she is really hard to find. So this is Alien Taste of Fragrance. It looks a lot like Essence Absolute, but this is Taste of Fragrance. It was actually, I got mine on fragrancebuy.ca. Thank you, Maria. It's MJ here on YouTube. She's the one who told me about it. And I swooped it up because I had been wanting Essence Absolute for a really long time, but every time I went to get it, it was out of stock. So when she told me this one was in stock, I honestly didn't even research it that much. I just kind of like swooped it up because I knew if I didn't, it would be gone. It is sold out right now because, like I said, it would be gone. But put in your email and I'm sure it will get restocked and they'll just send you an email notification. But anyways, if you guys want to see what I think about this guy right here, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I'm going to try and keep this video like short and sweet and to the point because, fun fact, this is my third time filming this, which is super annoying. But anyways, okay, so I went into this blind, but this had a lot of praise. After, when I did read reviews, it had really good reviews. It was compared to Essence Absolute, but without the menthol note, which is actually why it was a blessing in disguise that I didn't get Essence Absolute, because I'm not about that menthol like note in it. So yeah, I got this in hopes that it would be like a more gourmand version of Alien. So just keep that in mind. The notes of this are caramel, jasmine, cashmere wood, and amber. I'm looking over here because I have my little handy dandy notepad over here. But also, so I forgot to say, I did get the tester bottle, which, I mean, it's still beautiful. I don't really care. And it came in a box like this. And on the box, did I say, fragrancebuy.ca, they had it listed as Alien Salted Butter Caramel, which of course I was like, add to cart, that sounds amazing. So just know that the salted butter, that's not listed in the notes on Fragrantica, but it's on the box, so just keep that in mind. So those are the notes. I actually got this morning at probably like 10 o'clock in the morning, and it is now like 10:30 at night. So I've worn it all day, and I did just respray it to kind of like refresh my memory, even though I wanted to do this today, give it a full day wear test, and then do it tonight just so that it's like fresh in my mind. Because I feel like by the end of the day, after wearing it all day, like I can have a proper like opinion, you know what I mean? So when I first sprayed this, I will say you do get the DNA of Alien. You get that jasmine. It's kind of like a dark, sexy jasmine. Jasmine is one of the floral notes that I actually don't mind. If you guys don't know, if you're new here, I'm not a huge floral fan, but of course, like, there's florals in a lot of perfumes, so there are certain notes that I'm okay with, and jasmine is one that I do like. The jasmine in this is a little bit dark and it's a little bit sexy. So I get that in the opening. I get the jasmine. You definitely can tell it's like an Alien flanker. You know, you get the DNA. I get that nice, sexy jasmine. It's a little bit dark, mixed with a warm, salty caramel. So I guess that's like the salted butter. So that's what I get in the opening. I get that warm caramel mixed with the jasmine. And I also just want to say, in the very beginning when I first spray this, I do get kind of like a Play-Doh vibe, kind of like how people said they got like a Play-Doh vibe from Hypnotic Poison. But it only lasts a few minutes, like 5 minutes. I sprayed this on my wrist probably about 15-20 minutes ago, and like the Play-Doh vibe is already gone, so it's very short-lived. It's there in the opening, and that's probably because of that like salty, buttery vibe mixed with the thick creaminess from the caramel. Maybe that's what makes it have like a little bit of like a Play-Doh smell, but it's very short-lived. It doesn't bother me at all, and it goes away. So I get the jasmine and the caramel in the opening, and then I get that salty butteriness. And the buttery, it doesn't smell like actual butter, it just smells like salted caramel, like, you know, like salted caramel chocolates, like, but it doesn't smell like chocolate. It smells like salted caramel. And the butter gives it like a smoothness, which I really like. And then I do get the amber, which the amber I feel like I get from the beginning to the end, because the amber gives it like a really nice warmth, which is perfect for this time of the year. So I really like that. It has cashmere wood listed in the notes, but I don't get any woodiness to this, so just keep that in mind. And then So the opening, I do get the jasmine and the caramel, but I just want to say in this fragrance, it's actually kind of weird because the caramel is a top note, which is unusual because usually caramel is a base note. And because of that, unfortunately, the caramel on me fades pretty quickly. So like I said, this has only been on for maybe 15 or 20 minutes and the caramel is already, I don't want to say it's non-existent, but it's so faint. It's like really in the background. And after a little while, it is like non-existent. I get the caramel in the beginning, but because it's top note, it kind of just like drifts away and then I don't get the caramel anymore, which is unfortunate. I really liked the opening, that salted, like sweet, somewhat like thick caramel. I did like that. The opening of this is the strongest, heaviest part. But then because the caramel is a top note, it kind of just fades away. And I don't get it anymore. And in the base, the dry down, what I get in the dry down of this, I'm still left with that jasmine. I get the warm, it's still jasmine, warm and sweet, but the sweetness after in the dry down is coming from the amber as opposed to coming from the caramel, because amber is resinous, so it does have a little bit of sweetness and it gives it like that nice warmth, but it doesn't give you like that gourmand quality because the sweetness is coming from the amber as opposed to the caramel, which I don't know, I'm a little bit disappointed by that, to be honest. I wish that stuck around. And the saltiness stays, but it's not like, it's not too salty, okay? It's not like the saltiness in Olympia, and it's not like an aquatic saltiness. It almost see, it's almost like a salty sweet snack, which I love that. I love that salty sweet like combination. I love that. And think of like kettle corn, like sweet and salty popcorn, which is one of like my favorite snacks. It's that kind of like sweet and salty vibe, and the saltiness stays. So it is nice, it is sweet. I wouldn't say it's overly gourmand though, because the caramel fades away. To me, the caramel, like, it's there, but it's short-lived. And then the sweetness comes from the amber. It is, I got it hoping to be like a gourmand version of Alien. I wouldn't say it's overly gourmand, but it is a sweeter version of Alien, if that makes any sense. So you still have the jasmine and the amber like you do with the original, but it is sweeter, it is a little bit warmer, it is a little bit more wintertime appropriate, and you do get that saltiness, which gives it a nice, I don't know, a nice quality, because I like that sweet and salty combination. It's a little bit different than what I thought, and I will say I'm slightly disappointed because it's just a little bit different than I was expecting, honestly. I don't know why. I don't know why. People raved up Essence Absolute though, and the reviews for these were like, people were saying it's a masterpiece, it's this, it's that, it's that. Okay, as for longevity, let me tell you. I sprayed this on 15 to 20 minutes ago, and it's literally so faint already, which is crazy, actually. It's kind of like, that's usually not the case for Mugler at all. I don't know if you say Mugler. I honestly don't know. I'm going to say Mugler. Just don't come for me, okay? But yeah, I would consider this to be a very soft scent. I only sprayed this 20 minutes ago, and if I smell it from here, I can't smell it at all. I would say this projects for maybe an hour on my skin. Keep in mind, I didn't spray it on my clothes today because I wanted to test it on skin only, because I know some people don't like to spray perfume on their clothes. So for Mugler, I would say that's shocking, because usually people buy Mugler fragrances because they're known to be beastly, they're strong, they last forever, they perform well, they project, they have a niche quality to them, they're original, they're unique. So I find Mugler, honestly, it's like hit and miss for me. I find they're like polarizing. You either love them or you hate them. In this case, I find this scent in general, it could be a good or a bad thing, because I find it personally very people-pleasing. I find it to be very soft. Longevity, I will say honestly, after an hour, it was like pretty much a skin scent on me, and I was asking my son if he could smell it, and he said yes, but I don't know how trustworthy that is, honestly, because I couldn't smell it. I had to get up close, and even when I just refreshed it, just sprayed it after only like 20 minutes, it is very close to my skin. And as I told you guys so many times on my channel, my husband is sensitive to smell. So I was even asking him, can you smell this? And he said he could, but it's very faint. Like he had to really get close to smell it. And he said he would describe it as faint, which is like shocking for Mugler. So I would say, my opinion is this: it could be a good or a bad thing. I think that this is the most wearable fragrance from this house that I've ever tried. And I've tried Alien, I've tried Angel Eau Croisier, I've tried Angel Muse, I've tried a lot, honestly. And this one is the most wearable, it's the most people pleasing, it's the most subtle, it's the most soft. With that said, I feel like that could be a good thing because it means that more people could wear it. It's easy to wear, it's inoffensive. I feel like you'd use it up, you could wear it like every day, where most of the time Mugler fragrances aren't like that because, like I said, they're polarizing, they're strong, they're easily so they could take over a room. But at the same time, I feel like true Mugler fans might not appreciate that because they might go into it wanting it to be, you know, beastly, unique, niche. They want it to last a long time and project, and I don't find that to be the case with this one in particularly, honestly. So sorry, my battery just died. But anyways, so what I was saying is what was I saying? I was saying that it could be a good or a bad thing. Basically, I think it's really easy to wear. I think it's people pleasing. I don't think it's anything too unique though. Do I think it's like super unique? No. Do I think it's like earth-shattering, mind-blowing, breathtaking, any of that? No. Some people were saying it's a masterpiece. Maybe. And if you're a true like Alien fan, maybe you want to complete your collection. I think it's very easy to wear. I think it's a nice scent. It's nice. The bottle is nice. It's easy to wear. I think it's pretty inoffensive. With that said, I know that because it's discontinued, people go out of their way to like find this, and they pay an arm and a leg because usually when things are discontinued, some people sell them for crazy prices. Do I think it's worth that? No. Is it my favorite scent? No. Do I think it's pretty? Absolutely. Do I think the bottle's beautiful? Absolutely. But I'm not gonna lie, I was a tiny bit underwhelmed, I guess I would say. And like I said, like if you're expecting like true Mugler performance from all of the other ones I tried, I would have to say Angel Muse was my favorite. However, I owned it and I had to return it because my family just couldn't handle it because, like I said, it really projected the patchouli and that was pretty strong and it was beastly. So my husband's sensitive to scent and he was always saying that one was way too loud. And if you're expecting that kind of performance, unfortunately, like, performance just wasn't it for me. And I'm pretty shocked because out of everything I've tried from them, they do have like a niche quality. They're pretty unique and they do last. They project, they last a long time. They're pretty beastly for the most part from all the ones I've tried anyway. And this just isn't. It's sitting so close to the skin. It's literally basically a skin scent. And I'm pretty sad that the caramel disappeared, I'm not going to lie. And in general, I feel like it doesn't smell super original and super unique. I think it smells nice. I think that someone could get a lot of use out of this, but I'm still debating whether I'm gonna keep it or not. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I think it's nice, but I have other like warm, cozy, like wintertime scents. This to me would be like, I honestly don't know what to classify. Maybe like a warm floral, like a warm sweet floral. That's what it kind of is because you do get the jasmine throughout the entire life, and I like the jasmine in this. That's not a problem for me. It's nice. It's just not. I'm not like in love with it, so I'm still debating if I'm gonna keep it or not. But I thought I would put this video out because I know that some people, like I said, spend an arm and a leg trying to like hunt down these unicorns, as they call them on YouTube, and I think it's nice, but I'm not like obsessed with it. So yeah, I hope you guys found this video helpful. It was a little bit rambly, it was a little bit all over the place because it was my third time doing it, but yeah, if you guys did, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.